Hey, plenty friends. So it's going to be part two. I kind of just woke up, to be honest. I just ate something and I had my coffee. Now I have some squirt, which is a soda. One of my favorite sodas, to be honest, is like a Sprite, but like a little bit stronger and more like citrusy, which is pretty good. Also, husband is here. He's doing some things in his room. But yes, this is part two on doing this shelf. It is still the crack of dawn. No, I'm lying to you. It's still morning. And I also want to go ahead and do another shelf. But because this takes time, y'all. What takes longest in this process of cleaning the plants and the plenty shelves and all that good jazzy stuff, like a deep cleaning on my Houseplants collection, is letting the neem oil stick on the leaves, because you don't want to spray it and then take it and just putting it in. It will make a mess and it will just splash the neem oil everywhere, which is kind of neat. Is that a jet? Every time there's always jets. So I'm gonna continue with the other ones because it's already the next day. Like I said, this is part two. If you have not seen part one, I'm actually gonna make a playlist about this, to be honest, because I'm pretty committed. Oh my gosh, I'm committed to actually complete this and do each and every single plant. It is also the morning. I believe this is a, what side does the sun go up on? East side? Never eat sour watermelon. Yeah, this is east. They have two windows. We got two tiny windows over here, and this is south facing windows. So the plant room was literally perfect. I'm honestly gonna miss it. I'm like really gonna miss it because like the other over there is also 3 bedrooms. If you haven't seen part one, like I'm talking about the house. I know I'm talking about it so much, you guys. It's just I'm so excited, and it's just like so much, and it's crazy. But it's only one window. It's only one window. But it is a little bit bigger. But it's just one window, and it's also is my dream window though. It's not south facing. It's east, as lying to you again. It's never eats sour watermelon. It's a west side facing window. Those basically when the sun goes down, light comes in. I'm not a morning person, but I have the morning light coming in. I love it's so magical when light comes in into your house and your plants just glow. They have the most beautiful glow. The issue is the houses, it's like a new built community, right? They know how they make the houses kind of close by. Okay, so the house is pretty close by to the neighbor's house and it kind of blocks in the light. I think it's gonna block the light coming in. I really hope it's not, but we're gonna find out once we're in there. But now I'm getting beyond ahead of myself and it's getting pretty annoying and cringe. I'm just excited and my brain is just like that. I like to like plan a year in advance, like just stuff like that, which is pretty dumb. So we're gonna start now. We're gonna start from the top, and I'm not using the microphone anymore because it is pretty quiet. And I think the audio isn't that bad. I like the microphone thingy, but it had like an echo or something. I didn't really like it, to be honest. So we're just gonna use it raw from the phone, which I don't think it's not that bad, to be honest. Okay, this Chores Injured Photos is very thirsty, but to be extremely fair with you, it is always thirsty, and I think it's because it's root bound. Basically, it has so many roots that it dries out really fast. But it is my girly, and she does really good. I have chopped her and done propagations from her, which is why you see this, and then you see like this long vine. I usually, whenever I give my vining plants a haircut, I like to do it evenly, but it was already a lot. And there's a lot of dead leaves, so as I'm showing it to you, I'm gonna take them off. This is what happens when you just go a little bit under watering. And this girly dries out so fast. Like we're talking about, I need to water her twice a week, which is not bad. But as the average of my entire collection, that is a little bit like a lot. But it's so worth it though, because it's so pretty and it has a lot of foliage, which is why it dries out pretty fast as well. It's not always just the roots, because I don't really see roots coming from the bottom, which is usually like what you want to see if it gets root bound. The best way to find out is if you just pull out the whole plant. I don't want to do that because even then I'm not gonna repot it yet. It's kind of hard to find an upgrade for one of these hanging baskets from Close to Farm, like another bigger planter. I really like these baskets. I mean these planters, because I like how it's like shallow, not deep, it's wide. Those are really nice for plants like pothos like this one. And Yeah. um, and if I change my mind, I can just put up the hooks and just hang it on the ceiling. That's the thing that I was wondering. I wonder if they let me hang stuff on the ceiling, like plants. Not like 1,000 of them, but like 4 maybe, just like for aesthetic reasons. My hubby said possibly it's best if I should ask them, but I'm scared to ask, but I probably might have to ask. Since it's a rental home, the thing is, I'm not gonna make the ceiling like Swiss cheese, right? I'm not gonna make it with a bunch of holes. And when we do leave, I will just like patch it up. Which when we're leaving over here, I am planning to patch up the top from the, honestly, from all of them over here. I'm not gonna paint it because when you're the paint color that they use, I'm pretty sure two things. If I take it to Home Depot, it's not gonna be as accurate. I'm pretty sure like you can kind of see a shade difference because that's just how it works. Paint, when you freshly paint it and then like 5 years pass by, it's not like we have been here, the shade kind of changes a little bit, right? And then so now, and then number two, I know for sure they're gonna paint the ceiling and the walls because they're the same color. They're gonna paint it for sure. So, but the least I can do is just fill up the holes. They saw like a little like, what do you call it? Like, I forget what it's called, but like it's like a clay thingy. They sell it at the Home Depot or Lowe's or Amazon. And I'm gonna fill up the holes just out of generosity because this place has taken care of us really, really good. And I'm just very grateful over here. And the least I can do is just do that. I'm not really expecting our security deposit, to be honest. I'm not really expecting it. We've been here for 5 years. They can keep it. It's fine. But I do not want to be charged or billed for a new bill, like, you know, for excess damage. So yeah, but that will be a whole thing when it happens. Probably by October, I am planning to do all that crazy stuff, like getting the apartment ready and cleaned out. Cause like I am gonna clean the apartment, y'all. Like, you know, cause like they took such good care of us over here. Like it was nice. So this is another pothos. It's a little bit thirsty, but it's called an Epiparium. Yeah, it's just one of those. I don't know, like it's like the Alba Piparium. That one's pretty actually. That one's actually really, really pretty. I think this one's called Flame. It's the one from Costa Farm, even though it's not really that variegated. This is the most variegated if you're gonna see. Everything else looks pretty green, but this is an Alba Piparium. And this was actually, Costa Farm sells it, but I got it from a nursery as a little baby and I kept chopping, and it just made it more full. Considering the fact that it was just one, that gloss you're seeing is neem oil. This is why I love neem oil because it makes it so pretty and glossy. And it has a fat root coming from the bottom, so that's pretty fun. Lets me know that it's a nice healthy plant. But yeah, this just this one. So these are just gonna get spread down because maybe not this one. It's because I gotta consider the space of the tub, like how much space I have to rinse them really good. And then the next one is going to be this one. This is my Beauty Kim Marantha, you guys, and it has done super duper good. I don't really like the light. The light's kind of pissing me off a little bit, to be honest. That's a little bit better. It was too like bluey, like too cold hue. That's not cute. Okay, cause like girl, like, sorry. It's still kind of early. So here is the Beauty Kim Marantha, also known as Variegated Marantha. She has grown a lot. This is her bad side and it doesn't even look that bad. I love her when they do this. They don't always do that. I don't know what triggers them to do that. I think it's the lights, but it's been on the same light for the longest and it has not really done that for me, but it is now. Like, look at that. This one does have melis, sadly. So yeah, and it has, it's crispy leaves, which this one I might have to like sit down and do it with some scissors because they're not always that easy to clean them off. I mean, some of them are pretty easy to pull, but the leaf can be dry, but the stem is a little bit green and it's a little bit hard. A lot of times I break off the whole veining part of the plant and I have to like propagate it or just throw it away, to be honest. But yeah, I'm almost done with this one. This one's really pretty, y'all. I actually really do enjoy her. I have, look at that. You see the yellow patch is what I'm talking about. I love when it does that. Like, it's so pretty. And girl, hold on. I can't even. Look at that. It is so pretty. I love that. I love also the black part and like this like orangey, brownish. It's so pretty. I love that. I don't know why I'm obsessed with that, but when I first saw that on Instagram years back, I was like, I need this plant badly. And yeah, I finally have her. The thing is, she does have mellies because they like to hide in the crevices. And this plant has a lot of crevices. This one will need to get sprayed down. It could be worse though. And I'm surprised though. It has mellies, but it still looks really, really, really good. It's crazy. It's honestly pretty crazy. Like for me, because like I told you, like I used to kill these plants, you guys, religiously. Like I would, but I think honestly, I don't know. I don't know what I did difference. I mean, it is pretty humid, but that's so good. My cousins got me into that Squirt, the soda. I was like, what's my favorite soda? Because I guess like, you know. And they're like, Squirt. And I was like, huh, I never heard about that one. And then I tried and I was like, oh my gosh, this is like really good. It's like Sprite, but instead of lemon, it's like tangerine, you know, like orange. I love citrus. I love it. Alrighty, next one's going to be this one. It's my Bonnie spider plant. She's just such a crazy girl. I kind of miss my crazy hair. It's still kind of crazy to be honest, but to be fair, I did not grow this as a little baby. I already did kind of got it bigger like this, but she has gotten a little bit bigger. You can see a lot of poofy happening on the top. And a lot of the babies are starting to like actually grow. I don't actually mind the babies. You know, I think it's kind of cute when they attach to the mama still. I think it's kind of cute. It gives it character, you know. But I sometimes feel like it's sucking the life out of the plant, but I don't know. I think it's fine. I know it's photosynthesizing for it, but it's not absorbing water, so it's getting the water from the main plant. It's cool though. It doesn't seem like it bothers it that much. Such a crazy one. It looks like grass, but it's not. It's called a Bonnie spider plant. I love the stripes. Such a classic. Classic. I remember like years back, like 7 years ago, when I was first getting into houseplants. That's just gonna get sprayed. I'm not gonna go ahead and rinse it. Honestly, surprisingly, this one seems like mellies don't really care about this one, which is really nice to see. As I'm looking through, I am noticing that there could be a plant that's infested with mealybugs, or a lot of them surrounded, but there's just that one that it isn't. Spider plants is one of those. I think it's just the leaves. I don't think it likes the leaves. There's not that many like crevices for it to hide on, so it could just be that. We have one more on this shelf, but it's something that's kind of stressing me out, is moving the sheets. You guys, we're on the 3rd floor. Can anybody here in San Antonio help us? No, we got it, to be honest, but you're like, it's just like, y'all see, like every time we will bring up a bag of soil, in my head, I'm like, if we're gonna move, we're gonna have to bring hundreds of pounds of soil down, because we're in 3 floors and there's no elevators. So I was scratching because I'm stressing, but it'll be fun. I mean, it'll be a great workout. It will be a good workout. Yeah, that's gonna be something. Bringing everything down, you guys. It'll be great. It'll be fun. Okay, this one is my mother queen photos. She's a crazy girl. Another one's getting pretty crazy, but it's whatever. Pretty crazy, to be honest. You can see some parts that are like reverting, but I let her do what she wants. She has a very strong vine. This was a Marble Queen Pothos. And then she has a vine that's fully green. I don't really mind, to be honest. Like I said, I like when plants do their own thing. It gives it character. Also, I've been really being obsessed wearing massive t-shirts. There's a big chance I'm probably gonna buy them a lot more. Kind of hides my body. Getting a little bit insecure. Okay, so just gonna put this in here. And we're gonna probably start cleaning this because we need to make space for the new plants, the ones that were staying overnight. The ones that are in the restroom since last night. They're like on the side, you know. I had to make space so we can take a shower, but let's take care of that. Alrighty, yeah. I hope it doesn't look too crazy on top. I mean, it does look crazy, but the quality of the video, I don't know. I'm always so worried because that's what you see, girl. You know, like you can't see through my eyeballs, but imagine if you could. Oh my gosh. Okay, just taking out the dead leaves, and then I got the vacuum. Just gonna vacuum the top. I'm a tall guy, to be honest. I don't really need a chair, but. That's fine. Now we're gonna spray. We're using Mayors. I bought a lot of these. Can y'all really see? The pink one, it smells like roses. But I kind of like low-key want to finish them as fast as I can. Because I want to get the acorn one. That one's so good. I already set up my fall decor. We're probably gonna clean the kitchen together. Because I want to show you my fall decor. Have you guys already set up your fall or no? Because I know some people, my mom, she did it already, and I was like, you know, let me do mine too. But Miss Homegirl, literally by November, maybe even sooner, she's gonna put up for Christmas. She's a Christmas girl. Like, she loves Christmas. Like, that's her biggest thing, you know? And it's adorable. I love that for her. I really do. But for me, I put up my fall because I was like, I want to give the apartment one last, you know, enjoyment of spirit and love and all that good jazzy stuff. That's the best I can do. Leave me alone. And, you know, like, hold on. Let me move it to the next shelf. Alrighty. So it's gonna be kind of hard because of these stingies. But yeah, I just want to give the apartment one last holiday. And then when we move, obviously I'll put everything on the fall box and we'll go to the new house. I'm saying that already because we basically already paid, we already signed the lease and the contract and everything. We already paid half of the deposit and then we're gonna pay the next deposit pretty soon. And yeah, like we're kind of already established. We gotta go and start submitting the papers on the apartments. I'm saying that I gotta shut up because like there's no reason for me to be speaking this soon, you know, because like because you guys are gonna hear me like talking about it like all the time. I don't know. I think it's too soon for me to talk about it, but it is stuff that's happening, you know, and I'm just excited and like you're like my friend and like I don't have anybody else to talk to about this. I mean I do, but like, well, it's my husband and my mom. But yeah, and it's just like just needs to talk about. And if you guys have any tips or moving advice, please let us know. I was watching a lot of videos on TikTok about like moving and like things like tips and tricks that you can do with like putting your stuff and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm kind of excited. But yes, I added this because I bought double-sided sticky tape, which kind of works. But for some reason, it doesn't work effectively on some things. It's weird because it's the same brand. And some of them are actually, like this one, this is literally stuck in there. But these, for some reason, doesn't want to stick. So I just, after crashing out, I just did this with the zip ties. I linked them together and then I just made it to hold it. Because I just couldn't. I just really, really couldn't. And that double-sided sticky tape from the Gorilla one, it's kind of expensive. You get like, I think like 12, I think so, or like 14 or 16. And it's like $5, which doesn't sound bad, but you need a lot of it because like I would have put 2 or 3 of those double-sided sticky tapes. And there's a lot of these that I had to set up, you know, and then if it kept falling off, the second it touches, it gets exposed by the air, after sticking it, it does not work anymore. So that, you know, and then kept needing to reapply new double-sided sticky tape. It was just not it, you know? So that's what happened. And I had to buy so much of it, and I was like, you know what? No, we're gonna find a different alternative to do this, because it's not gonna work out. Let's see. Hello. Do you smell bonita? I smell like roses right now. I love it. Mayor's is just amazing. Okay, we have one more shelf in the very, very bottom. And that's the most dirtiest one. So that's a little bit of dirt. I don't really mind that, to be honest. So it's fine. And the bottom part, that's not my business. So it's not, you guys. And I'm using heavy paper towels because I just don't feel like running to the water and keep needing to rinse it and rinse it and rinse it. It's just easier to do it with this. Oh, it keeps going a little bit of, you know, dirt and stuff on the floor. Okay. One more spritz and one more wipe. No, I am probably gonna have to go ahead and clean the bottom part so it looks complete and good. And that is it. Yay! Alrighty, I'm literally obsessed with how it looks. It is just perfect. Every plant is getting a good source of light, and they all have saucers, which helps with watering. Look at that, with this new leaf coming in. Beautiful. Alrighty, now that's a pretty picture. Okay, so now we're gonna go ahead and start rinsing everything. Oh! Okay, so I went all over and made sure that I got everything. I know this is pretty aggressive, but these plants are so sturdy, guys. Nothing bad happens. And it makes sure it knocks all the crevices, like all the mellies from the crevices. I know this was pretty thirsty, which is why it looks even more exaggerated, but plants are really resilient. Pothos are, it's fine. It's perfectly fine. Everything bounces back. There's still some spots that I'm pretty sure I missed, but this is one of the best ways for me to like slow down any spread of literally anything except fungal, but like pest wise. And it also makes the plants like it cleans the dust off the leaves, which these were on top. This one was on top, and I'm pretty sure it's accumulated some dust, so it helps it photosynthesize even better, and it also flushes out any excess buildup in salts and minerals from the plant, But yeah, and I'm just gonna let it dry off a little bit, and so I can spray the neem oil. A lot of dirt does splash, you guys, but I think it's perfectly fine. I've never really had it clogged so bad, so it's fine. If you have a water hose outside, that's recommended. But I live in an apartment, so this is the best that I can do. I try not to splash so much soil and make a mess. I really do my best. And I think I'm doing an okay job, because I only had it clogged one time out of the 5 years that we have lived here, or 4 years. So yeah, it's okay. Just be really cautious with that. If you're doing it in the tub, you don't want to clog up your pipes. But yeah, everything's really good. Alrighty, y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and just spray this neem oil on these plants and then let it sit. And that's basically it on these. Alrighty, y'all, so yeah, ignore the mess, but we are gonna go ahead and clean it. You can kind of see the fall decor. Isn't that so cute? And then the kitchen. Boyfriend's right there, husband, actually. I keep saying boyfriend because it's like 5 years of us being partners. It's like a habit, but yeah, it's just hubby. So we're just gonna set this up a little bit better and clean this dirty kitchen. And yeah. So it's been a couple hours and I did move the plants out so I can take a shower because my mom and my brother came over, but I placed them back in the tub and now we're gonna go ahead and rinse. I didn't rinse them, but I mean sprayed them with some neem oil, organic neem oil. But the other plants on the other restroom, I did spray them, so we're gonna put the spider plants and the other pothos back. This pothos is still a little bit thirsty, but it would bounce back, y'all. Gorgeous, gorgeous. So fun. Gotta make more. It's running out. You just want to drench it. Now, obviously, you're not covering all the leaves. I mean, that would be great, but this should be enough until we come back again and do another round. My hands smell like neem oil, you guys. Oh my gosh, okay, I believe this. I'm gonna show you guys that plant. The Enthyremdechii is massive. Also, the lighting is so much better. Well, my skin does not look this good. I mean, it's not the best, but in the morning it looked really shady because like it's like full on HD 4K, like so on my face. But now the lights stay diluted. You guys can barely see the pores and imperfections on my skin, which nobody really cares, but I do. Okay, so You guys, today has been such a busy day and a really productive, achieving day. No, it's not done yet. My dad is coming like in a couple minutes to fix something on the car. Before we do that, I think it's smart for me to first do this, because spraying and letting the plants dry with the neem oil does take a hot minute. And girl, this is just day 2 and we're barely completed one shelf. And as y'all see, we have a lot, not just this, but like there's a round behind y'all, and the kitchen, and the dining room, and the living room. And so this is why I think it might take 7 days to do everything. Hubby is not gonna be here, and it doesn't help when I blabber a lot. So water's delicious. That was really good. Okay, so I said we're gonna do that one, but we're gonna do this one instead. The top ones, I'm gonna do those probably off camera. If I might do it tonight, I'll just film and I'll put it the next day. But I'm gonna do these tonight. It's just they need to be in the tub by themselves because it requires a lot. They're big and then they do have many bugs. So I'm gonna pick out, well, we gotta separate like the group. This box is here, you guys, too, because of the fall decor. Mom was like, how long did it take? Because like it was a lot of fall decor. And I was like, it just took me like literally within a couple hours. She's like, wow. And I was like, I know. It's a small apartment, so it's pretty fast. Alrighty, so this is a Hoya. She's A-okay. We got her, I did an unboxing a couple days ago, week ago. All she needs is honestly just a spritz of neem oil. She does not need rinsing. Also, this one, this is my brandy philodendron. A-okay. No pests that I'm seeing visibly with the naked eye. And it gives me some spritz of neem oil. I'm gonna put this also next door. My zebra plant, which is kind of funny because she was so wilted because she was thirsty, but she bounced back. I kid you not, it was all the way down. I don't even know if you guys were able to see it on the morning footage, but yeah, she was really thirsty, but now she's perking back up. She's a really dramatic plant. And I believe I have hardened it off to handle and withstand neglect a little bit. So that's cool. An old leaf, which is fine. But this one doesn't have any pests either. All it needs is a good spritz. And I'll leave it with the saucer because it's wet. Like I said, I just finished watering it. Here's an anthurium. This anthurium is an anthurium Papilionenium X Magnificum. It is blooming. Look, isn't that weird? It's blooming. It has the pollen. I should probably be saving it. It does transfer. So I should probably put it in a Ziploc bag. I believe the first step is receiving. It's like sappy coming out. And then it's this stage, which is the pollen. I believe that's the order. The thing is, I never saw any sap out of this one. So I don't know what's going on. But it's perfectly fine. I do see a meadowbug right over here. You can see it right there. But I'm going to just squish it with my finger. And everything looks pretty good. So all we're going to do is spray with some neem oil. It can stay with the container, honestly. Doesn't really bother me, but it's really, really pretty. We have these tiny little succulents that I told y'all hubby got them for me for worky, and they're perfectly fine. I'm not gonna do much with them. So this is the Anthurium veitchii featuring air plants on the top. They're perfectly fine, but I'm also gonna spray them with some neem oils to protect them. But this was the newest leaf, and now she's giving us another new leaf, which I was kind of shocked because I was like, it was really, really tiny. But as you can see, it's here. Ah! Also, I need a thumbnail. Let me do it. Ew, he's so ugly. I was gonna say the F word. Okay, sorry, I forgot to do a thumbnail. But look how big it is. And yeah, I'm actually so happy because this leaf was like literally the beginning of the month. Well, last month because we're in September now. But yeah, it is actually bigger than, I was like, how is it gonna get bigger than the other one? It's a little bit bigger, and it's still brand new. Like, it literally just came out within a couple days. So it's gonna get a little bit more bigger than what you're seeing right now, and then it's just gonna go up from there. My Anthurium veitchii, y'all, I'm so happy with this one. Out of all the anthuriums, that was my favorite, and it's literally such a popular one, and it makes me super duper happy that it's really affordable. You can get it for like 30 bucks or 20 bucks, like a little baby one, and it grows pretty fast. It takes a while to establish usually, but once it is established to your environment, it will grow fast. Mine is growing pretty fast. The thing is, they do like, they want fertilizer. Don't forget to fertilize your anthuriums, especially that one. I keep looking at my coffee plants. I'm gonna do that. She needs help. I'm gonna do her tonight as well. So I'm gonna do my tray. I'm just gonna take the whole tray, to be honest. We have an anthurium over here. This is one of its newest leaves. It's teared, sadly, but it's okay. My mojito syngonium that I did chopped it, but it has new shoots sprouting from the base, and that's gonna be a nice. There's one right there. There's another right there, and there's one right there. It's gonna become into a nice bushy plant, which is exactly what I wanted. And the ones that I propagated by nodes, it's already rooting in the balcony outside. Yay to the wind! And I did it like 3 weeks ago, so that's really, really fast. Here's another, my white, I forgot her name. I have to, it says Scandapsis. I don't think it's a white monster, but it does that. It's been giving green, but the recent leaf is pretty like whitish, so it's coming back. This is another variety of a Scandapsis as well. Pretty thirsty looking, and a lot of these just need a good spray, and they're also dry. So I will water them tonight, but first we gotta spray them. And a begonia. Yeah, it is what it is. So yeah, it is spray that, and we have another tray. Here are another anthurium. I think it has a name tag. It does not, but it's this one. This is one of its newest leaves. Pretty fun. And then we have this Three Kings, I believe, syngonium. Another begonia, which I got it pretty botched, but now it's looking nice and full. That side is a little bit bad, but it looks a lot better than how it did before. And then this Hoya, which didn't do absolutely nothing, but now we are getting a shoot, which I'm super duper excited. Doesn't seem like it on my face because I'm like rushing a little bit, and I'm kind of mad at myself for taking forever to be doing this. I just like to talk to y'all a lot, but I know we got some things we gotta do. And then this other Hoya, which honestly, y'all, this Hoya grows really, really fast. You guys can also hear the ice cream man or woman, I don't know. But yeah, I'm so sorry. So it's this one. This is called a Hoya Hechus, oh my goodness. Heuschkeliana. Heuschkeliana variegated. It was just 2 leaves when I bought it, and it's done all this, which is pretty exciting. It's pretty impressive, and the back is also really, really cool. So well, it's pink and it has a SpongeBob outside the ice cream truck. Yeah, this is one that I'm gonna go ahead and propagate. I want to make a nice 4-inch of this one. It's just one stem, but I would love to see a nice lush Hoya of that one. That would look super duper beautiful. But at the same time, I feel like I'm being greedy, and I should probably just enjoy it and let it be, because it was just a baby, you know. But it's growing nicely. Okay, we have those gotta get sprayed. We have a little bit more. Okay, we're gonna. No, this one has to get rinsed, honestly. This is my Bellietier, I believe. It is not the Bergamot one. And y'all, this one has actually grown a lot. I'm pretty sure it's called the Bellietier. It is not the Bergamot one, but it is a Bellietier. Yeah! I don't know if you guys remember. Here, that's the name. Yeah, I was right. It's a philodendron Bellietier. Look at that. And then there's this side as well. And then it's putting out more. The thing is, what it is doing, it has mealybugs too, as always. I see sap. Y'all see that little sap? It's like sugary, sticky. So we're gonna rinse her nicely and then spray it. But look at this. Y'all, this is one that I'm actually really, really impressed. And once we do move in, I know I'm blabbering about it so much, I gotta shut up about it, but this is one that I wanna put it in the bedroom and put a stick on it. I think it doesn't need a moss pole. Look, it's sticky. I just want to give it a stick and support it to go up because yeah, it's just really, really cool. And this is what I think this would be such a cool plant to have in the bedroom. It's really massive and dramatic, but at the same time minimalist. I don't know what it is, but it kind of gives that off, and I'm just obsessed with it. So this is one, and it's in this small planter. So yeah, this will go in the master bedroom when it's time to go. But for right now, she's gonna chill with us. And I'm super grateful with her. I kind of want to chop it. That's just my greed, being greedy. I want to make a backup. And then also I'm curious if it would split. I'm pretty sure it would. Instead of having one of that beautiful foliage going up, I will have 2. That would be really impressive. But yet again, I feel like it'll get too chaotic and busy. Here is my This was a elbow syngonium, but it reverted to a green syngonium, which is cool. I actually do love the green of it is. And yeah, I'm not gonna show you up close because it has bugs as always. I'm gonna rinse this one. Next up is going to be this one. This one just needs a spritz. I don't see anything wrong with it. It's called a silver cloud philodendron, and this was its newest leaf, and sadly it did tear. I'm pretty sad about it, but it's okay because there's a new one coming in the back. So it's a really cool one, and it's one that I would love to propagate it, but I think it's not gonna happen until next year at the end of the year because it grows pretty slow. So I adore that plant. It just needs a good spritz in the restroom. Here is a Mandula. Mandulas always get bugs because there's just so many crevices for them to hide. Gonna spray, rinse her with water. So we're gonna put that on this side. This silver cloud goes just spritz. It's not gonna get anything else. Alrighty, here is my snowdrift philodendron. By the way, I'm noticing that just by doing this entire series, you guys are seeing all the plants that I kind of don't show all the time. So that's pretty fun. Here's my snowdrift philodendron. It's pretty cool. It has a weird growth habit, but I think that's just how I got it. But I do love and find the variegation really fascinating. So this is awesome. It just needs a spritz. I would love to water these, but I need to get a shower head for that restroom because it doesn't have one. Like, it doesn't have like a movable shower head, and I don't want to buy one. We had one, but it was getting bad. It was a really cheap one. I don't want to buy a new one because we're gonna move, like I said. I find it kind of useless to do that if we're gonna move like in a month. So, well, yeah, around there. So, not much to it. Here is my pink lady peperonia that we ended up repotting to a bigger planter. It was a tiny little baby, and now it's doing amazing. And as you can see, this is her favorite side. Well, it gives strawberry, like cheesecake strawberry or like a strawberry lemonade. Obsessed. And I'm seeing that, excuse me, some of y'all want that plant as a wishlist plant, which makes me super duper happy because peperonia is a little bit underrated. Not a lot of people love peperonias or like are flashed by peperonias or obsessed with peperonias, which is totally fine. But there's so many cool varieties out there, and they're really not that difficult to look after. Like, some like to stay moist, but a lot of them do prefer safe side, drying out. They do. Not for too long, but they do like to dry a little bit. Like, just let it dry for like a day and then water it. That's always a safe bet. There's like one or two that I know that do better being moist, but a lot of them do like to dry between watering. You don't want to keep it moist like a Maranta, like a Calathea. Alrighty, so here's a Berger Hoya DS7 that I propagated. Isn't it super duper cutesy? And yes, I did propagate it. I will show you the mother plant, which is right there. The reason why it has grown so much is because I had it in the balcony. And again, I got attached to it. I got a bad habit of getting attached to plants. Like, why do I do that? Like, I have intentions on like selling it or like giving it to a family member or just having it as a backup because I sometimes don't know what to give to somebody when somebody comes over. Like, my brother literally came over. He gave me like an aromatherapy Bath and Body Works stress relief kit. I was like, wow, thank you so much. This is amazing. And then I was like, I don't have anything to give you, you know? So I like to have backups to give, but then I get attached. What can I do? Okay, here's an Anthurium viridifolium. It's a really cool one, but it does not grow amazingly. I'm just hoping that it would figure it out. And it has the most thickest nose. Do y'all see that? It's almost like scary looking, but those are the pretty interesting how they're so thick. I've never seen that before. Oh, it's almost the thickness of the stem. So it has a new leaf coming in, but it's a cool one. I just want to see it grow a little bit more. I feel like it would benefit getting a repotting and then some fertilizer. But we're going to spray her with some neem oil. And then over here we have another, this shitty eye, this color eye, something like that. That's not even the mother. The mother's outside. I propagated this one and it just grows like crazy. it does kind of grow like a philodendron. If it doesn't have nothing to attach, or if it doesn't feel nothing, it will get tiny little leaves and even drop them. Now, I think that has to do with the fact that I just didn't water it on time. But this is one that I've seen a lot of y'all telling me, and like it does. You can literally put like a clothing hanger, like anything to wrap it around it, and it would be happy. I literally just had it by the shelf and it was getting tangled with stuff. So yeah, this is a pretty cool one. It has really interesting coloring. I actually do think it's nice looking. And I love the back. It just sometimes does weird stuff. It's not a pest. It just does like, it really feels like a sap or something, but it's a cool plant. This is one I'm probably gonna give to my mom, to be honest, because I have way too many. I don't need 4 of these. Considering the fact they like to stay moist. They do not like to dry out at all. So I might give it to my mommy and wish her the best with it. But we're gonna spray her with neem oil. And then I'm gonna show you my big girl. This is my, a lot of y'all get shocked. I'm kind of scared to pick it up because last time I picked it up, it made a mess. But I'm gonna pick it up just to show you. But I am not gonna take it to the tub because the chances of it getting stuck with other plants or it's pretty high, and I don't want to risk that. Because I did that and I did broke some stems off, which made me really sad. But this is my string of turtles. People always get shocked about it. Imagine the fan was on and it just like, you know, I think this will be a better thumbnail. Isn't that cute? I'm so gay. But look at the flowers. It's blooming like crazy. Can y'all see the flowers? They look like rat tails. It's really cute. I actually think it's cute. She's my homegirl. I like how the back is pretty bald. I will go ahead and show y'all how to propagate it. I did propagate it one, a little small one. Actually multiple, but I gave a lot of them away. Because this is a pretty popular plant. Like, my family, when they saw it, they were like, oh my goodness, that's really cute. And then when I told them the name, they were like, that's even cuter. It's a string of turtles, they're like, I need that plant. And I'm like, I got you. I have like a lot of propagations, but established plants. And it died on them, so yeah. But they requested some new ones, and I will make some new ones in the winter time. So stick around for the winter. We are gonna propagate a tremendous amount of plants because I think that's the best time to propagate plants. Not that much is happening in our plant section, in our plant collection. So propagating just stimulates that little plant side of our brains, I think so, especially for me. And yeah, so I'm gonna hold on, and I'm gonna hold off till the winter time so I can go ahead and do that, because I think that would be pretty fun. And it's always like, it's kind of like a little mini series showing you guys the progression. And I like to experiment all the time and doing different methods and stuff like that, and showing you guys which is better and stuff like that. I'm gonna put it down gently, but I'm not gonna put it in the tub to spray it. The reason why I'm gonna put it down is because I want to clean the shelf, because it's pretty. She makes a little bit of a mess, which y'all will see in a bit. Alright, we have 2 more shelves. Okay, so this is I forgot her name. Pink Fire or something like that. Girl, she is struggling. She was doing really good. I got her literally like looking like this, and then I made her look good, and then I managed to go. It does not like to dry out at all, and I kind of let it dry out a little bit. I'm not doing anything with this one because I don't think it likes to have stuff on its leaves. I don't think so. I'm gonna add this to the other shelf. This doesn't belong to the shelf. So this is my dark Trubii, I believe. We're just gonna go ahead and spray her with some neem oil. Here is my Chores Strumenti. We got her on clearance. I'm just like trying to like make her look pretty again. It's pretty, but we can make her look a little bit better, I think so. She just needs to spritz. Even though I already sprayed her, you can literally see the gloss. we're gonna give her another coat because we do have spider mites every now, some spots, and I just want to make sure that the leaves are impenetrable. Here is my elbow epiperium. Very glossy. It has also been sprayed, but we're gonna do it again. So pretty. This is a fun one. This is my begonia. She's had some days where she was pissed because it was just getting a lot of the grow light and then it was drying out a lot. But now I've been watering it and she's doing a lot better. You can see the growth on her, and this is one that I will also chop because I want to keep it bushy, not leggy. But it is pretty impressive and I love this planter. This is a planter we got from Lowe's. I always buy planters from Lowe's, but this is one that I got from Lowe's and it was on clearance for like $4. So period, we love a good deal. And yeah, this is awesome. This is my begonia. I don't want to spray her either because I'm really scared. I will probably rinse her though. I would rinse her. This one doesn't really mind having water in its leaves. And then we have this guy as well. This is like I think it's a pink panther. It was sold to me as a pink panther, but people have told me otherwise. It is a Treated Skinty for sure though. And we're just gonna go ahead and spray it. I mean, rinse it as well. Sorry if I keep looking up, it's because I'm looking for my dad if he's gonna come by. Yes, but we're gonna just rinse it. Remove any old, well, I don't know, because I feel like it's gonna clog the pipes. We're gonna see if that happens or not. One more shelf, and the bottom shelf has 2 plants. Here is my variegated tiger fern. She's thirsty. I can see how pale she is. And you guys, I don't know if you guys remember how she was botched. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. It's crazy that I have tiger fern. It's pretty fascinating to see how you can kind of tell when it's thirsty. It gets pale. This is like a warning sign. If I keep letting it get thirsty a little bit more, it will make a mess and get bad. But when I see it pale, I give it a quick watering and it goes back. Not that much damage. So with her, I'm not gonna do anything with her because if I do rinse it in the tub, it will drop a lot of its leaves. I mean, I'm seeing like the dry ones. I can remove it, but somehow it was still, this will clog the pipes. I can see that happening. Yeah, we're not gonna do much with it. So I'm gonna put it right next to the string of turtles. Actually, I'm not. I'm gonna put it somewhere else because it's getting in the way. But yeah, so I put the string of turtles. I'm not gonna do much with it. So next one's going to be this one. This is a funny one. I haven't heard anything else about this one. And we're gonna rinse her because again, it's a pothos. And we know how mealybugs love these pothos. They're crispy leaves. This is my Fernando's Golden Flame or Fernando's Fire. And that's exactly what it was sold to me. It was a brand new plant from Costa Farm. To be really blunt with you, it is just a golden pothos. I'm so sorry, Fernando, but it's a golden pothos, babes. Like, the second I don't give it that much light, it just reverts to a regular golden pothos. But they got me. I paid for it. Another golden pothos. It's cool though. I just need a good rinse. It has put out some growth. So yeah, that's basically the planty shelves on this one. I'm gonna go ahead and vacuum all of this and then we're gonna wipe it down. But first we're gonna put these girlies over there because that takes a while. I'm gonna just put these boxes away. Not the big one yet. That one's a little aggressive. I think it's a little bit too aggressive for the begonia, but the rest is perfectly fine. Just rinsing it and watering it. I'm gonna do a little bit on this one too, because it is pretty top heavy, but we do gotta go ahead and pressure wash it to remove anything on the foliage and that sticky stuff on the leaves. But yeah, gonna do it off camera now. okay. Alrighty, I don't know if I have it right, but I think it should be fine, the settings. So, I keep doing this in section. I got some plants for the balcony and I already rinsed them really good. I sprayed them with some neem oil. I'm slowly putting them inside. This is my micans. It's funny because this is actually the mother, but I have a bigger one that I propagated by a bunch of nodes in the springtime and it's full, but I'll put that inside later on. So I didn't want to do this one first because it was super duper dry. You can kind of tell by the leaves. They're starting to perk up, but it was pretty dry. And I just want to have it inside. And this is one that I'm actually going to be able to hang. You guys can't really tell, but I have some plants hanging in the ceiling. I'm going to put this one over here since there's some light coming in over here. But yeah, I hardly ever placed plants in the ceiling in the plant room. Kind of like how it looks. I don't like hanging too many plants because watering can sometimes be a little bit annoying. My favorite method to water my hanging plants is by bottom watering, but that's a process. Here's another plant as well that was outside. I bought it inside, rinsed it, and I sprayed it and inspected it. Of course, so when I propagated, it was just a jade. It was actually Jasena, but it reverted, and I decided just to propagate it and make a jade. But since it was outside with the heat and the bright and direct light, the Jasena came back. You can see the Jasena leaves, which is really, really, really beautiful and exciting. So I'm kind of happy that she came back. So this is gonna look really, really nice. And again, I gotta find a spot and the ceiling, this one over here, but it's kind of dripping with water and I kind of don't wanna. Probably gonna have to move a different plant around. We're probably gonna move this one. This was another plant that I bought inside. I feel like the ceiling on the plant room is a little bit taller than the rest of the apartment. My cream splash. I believe, yeah, it's my cream splash. Oh, that wasn't from that plant. Doesn't really look like it, but it is a cream splash. I have the Rio silver streak, the cream splash, and there's another one. I have all the varieties because I had a little phase that I was obsessed with, and yeah, but this is a cream splash. I know because of the irrigation doesn't look like it, but it is. I'm gonna go over here, and actually right over here I do have the silver stripe right over here. The way that I know from a silver stripe to a Rio is the Rio has longer leaves and the silver stripe is like a basic beautiful green heartleaf philodendron shape. The Rios are longer. And those are usually only from Gabriella's plants, which I do have. And yeah, but just want to show you this one. Okay, so I already got the plants. I did set some up already. My pearls and jade potos, and the Trendy Scantii. I have the other ones, and then these other ones. Well, I'm getting ahead of myself. Let me look for my trays. I think I put them, yeah, they're right over here. Okay. So here is the green Syngonium. It was an albo, but it reverted. Already nice and taken care of. Since it's like a green plant, I can put it on a spot where it's not directly on the grow lights. It can still be happy and photosynthesize because it has more green in it. And then here is the Mandula. It seems like it has mealybugs on the leaves, but it's just from the neem oil. Sometimes it does that. It throws like chunks of like, or it could have just been like perlite being thrown. Now it's rinsing the rest, but this is my Mandula. Really cute. I'm not sure if I propagated it or if I bought it as a little baby, because I've done both. And I do have Mandulas scattered in the apartment as well as the balcony. And then we have Fernando's Fire, which I like to put it in the bottom, but it is starting to get on the carpet, like trailing down, and I really don't like that. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do, I'm gonna put it on the second shelf, on the bottom, instead of putting it on the bottom shelf. Look at that. You guys can see, right? Beautiful. Love the greenery. And then here is the other begonia. That saucer is not gonna work out. It's like this one. Pretty funky looking begonia. We're gonna put it over here. Well, actually, no, I'm gonna put it over here. Just like that. And then I can put some smaller ones in the front, just to keep things organized. The next one is going to be the Philodendron Biliaceae. This one is so top heavy, y'all, that I don't even want to put it in there. I kind of want to put it elsewhere, but it was doing super duper good. And when something does really good, you don't want to mess with it, right? Usually, because it's basically happy where it's at. So, and I actually had it, I think I'm going to put it in the same spot that I had it before. Literally. It's just always a hassle because the leaves are super duper long. So I just like shove them in the shelf, poke them out sometimes because I don't want to see it blocking the light from some other plants. I guess I gotta make sure that it's sturdy. I don't want it to block the light in a lot of plants or just get in the way. Y'all see that? Such a fun one. Can y'all see? I love it. Okay. We did also clean the shelves. I'm pretty sure there's a footage in there. Let me go put these girlies. I was just gonna spray them, but we're gonna rinse them as well. Looking at the plants, I've noticed that I really want to water my plants like this, like whenever they're dry, but I can't imagine how it's gonna be like. I feel it would just take all day, so I don't know. But it is really nice to like rinse the plants. I did let the air plants, they should be fine. They should be fine. If not, I'll just move them. To wait until it dries off, but we got a lot of plants left. So this shall do. It's more effective when you like wait on spraying. You want to make sure the foliage is dry so the neem oil can stick better on the foliage, but it's okay. It looks really good. I was outside and I noticed that the sun is getting in a lot more, so We're gonna bring some more plants inside. We're gonna start in the living room and I'm gonna treat them later on. But I gotta bring some in and I'm gonna show you a little bit of the damage. It's so sad, but it's really thirsty. I'm currently bottom watering it, but my mojito that I was propagating, it got burnt. Also, my Bergere Mostarda Perus got a little bit burnt as well, but they do love the heat. So I'm probably gonna leave them outside, but push it more against that side. My white monster, I believe, Monstera got burnt, which is super duper sad. Good thing the new leaf is a-okay. I'm gonna put this one inside for sure though. This is my green heart leaf philodendron. But I'm looking at all the plants. Here is the variegated 3 King Syngonium, something like that. It's already, we did it by propagations and it's starting to root, as well as a Nuctritis gentii. Pretty sure it's already established. Established. But yes, so, oh, there's like a wasp. This is the white, my Monstera. I'm gonna put it inside, I think. So I don't know. It grows really crazy outside. These shelves, they're gonna go against the wall. I have to move all my stuff again. The banana can handle the full sun. I think this can also handle the full sun. Surprisingly, the Sansevierias handle the full sun as well, so that's pretty good. But these girlies do okay, just a little bit of part shade. This one's thirsty. This is the one that I propagated and I was so happy. I watered all these plants literally yesterday. It is getting hot, you guys, but the cactus Euphoria is doing really, really good. So that's good. Look at this one. We did it by propagations. I know people are not gonna believe me, but we did, girl. Look at that. And then the bananas can handle full sun, y'all. It's a-okay. This is his newest leaf. We just finished rinsing them and watering them thoroughly. Now we're gonna wait for them to perk back up. This is getting a little bit repetitive. I'm gonna put all the plants that have already been sprayed with some neem oil in the shelves, and I will show you guys the plants that I placed in there. So, alrighty, and that is basically it. There is the green Syngonium. That was an alba but reverted, and that is not a millibug. That's like perlite or from the neem oil. Just gotta knock it down. Here's a Nuctritis gentii, the Mandula, Pearls and Jade Pothos, the beautiful Peperonia. I'll place their saucers tonight, but there's the brandy in the back. Here's this beautiful Albo Epiperium, Chores Strumanti, Scindapsus, Fernando's Fire, the Begonia, this beautiful Anthurium leaf. Look at that. Gorgeous. The begonia in the very back, and then the other anthurium, as well as the air plants. So I have the other plants on the top as well. Same dilemma, same stuff, but yeah, that's basically it. Alrighty, y'all, that is basically it for today. This was a lot, honestly, and I feel really, really good. These are really nice and taken care of. I gotta take care of these over here, but everything else is pretty good. We got all this other side as well, but everything looks awesome, and it also feels good showing you guys updates on some plants that I have not showed y'all for months. Some of them, if they're dead, I would have told you, but a lot of them either have pests or are struggling, or they're doing super duper good. So it's just really nice to go ahead and do a little update on them, as well as rinsing them and then spraying a preventative and to slow down the spread of the mealybugs because they're super duper annoying. But yes, I have the other plants in the tub. I'm gonna take care of it after this video because it's basically repetitive. I just want to show you guys updates on the plants. So that's the biggest thing. This begonia, you guys, it's so big. It was for my, y'all remember this begonia? Like, it was a small little one, and I ended up repotting it on this 6-inch, but it seems like it needs an upgrade. Or maybe not, because the roots are not poking from the bottom, so it should be fine, but it has grown a lot. And I also found the accurate name. It's called the Begonia Rex Black Mamba. That's what it's called. That is crazy. Look at that. Plants are so cool. It's just like, wow, like, how are you gonna photosynthesize but somehow it finds a way. Such an impressive begonia. So yes, thank you so much for watching, y'all. Sending positive vibes to each and every single one of you guys, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.